Hello and welcome to the Congo Hour. We want to thank you so much just for all the love and the support and just the great feedback that Waynna and I have been getting since we started the show. This is our third show back, Waynna.
Yes.
And I'm just, it's a great feeling to be back with my homie right here and then be back in everybody's living rooms and on your laptops, on your phones, because now we're streaming.
Right.
So you don't necessarily have to be home. Right. Hopefully not driving in the car, but.
I mean, they can listen.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. So, again, we just want to give you the ultimate thanks because it's a really good feeling. It really is, just to know that we have been missed and we missed you. And it's just great to be back down here on this awesome set of DETV.
Yes.
With all the awesome team down here making it right for us. So, really, it's really a good atmosphere down here, and we just love it. And we look forward to having some guests on soon.
Yes.
Waynna
Eventually.
Waynna said no guests yet. You know, we're still trying to work out the flow. So, and she's the boss, so I'm listening to my boss. But tonight,
What?
yeah,
You said I'm the boss?
Yeah, you've always been the boss of the Congo Hour.
Okay.
You started. You were doing this
I
before
was
me.
doing it before you.
Yeah. So
Yes.
how many years ago was that?
Ooh.
That was
A
while.
long
Yeah, that was a
time.
while. That was at least.
At least 32 years ago?
No.
Yes.
Seriously?
Yes.
You were doing the show 32 years
I
ago?
was.
I didn't realize. I was going to say like 15.
No.
No?
We've been doing it for about that long.
Oh, well, I didn't realize that. See, so that is why Waynna is the boss down here. You've been doing the show for 32 years?
Yeah.
Wow. How old are you?
56.
So you were doing the show in your 20s? I didn't realize that. Wow. Oh, yeah, so now you know. I've only been doing
And why
the
you
show.
asking? See there. Okay, so let's talk about that real quick.
No, I want to. Not yet.
Why
yet.
not?
Okay, we
If
can.
I'm the boss.
So, yeah, that's right. So we were on our preset.
Yes.
Waynna was going live on her Facebook page, and what happened?
You said, oh, somebody said, Waynna, you look beautiful.
Okay, no, they said Waynna.
No.
Okay,
I gave a
okay.
shout out to one of my classmates, Sonia,
Okay, that's right. There
who
we
was
go.
on there. And I said, we went to high school together. And then you said.
And then I called her an OG. She was like, I'm not an OG. And I just brought up that, I don't know why, but women are so concerned or consumed, I don't know the right word, about their age. Like whenever you ask a woman how old you are.
When you ask some women.
True. When you ask most women their age, they want to say, didn't people tell you never to ask a woman her age, or they might lie about their age? I don't understand it, because to me it's a blessing. So
I agree.
I don't understand why women are so consumed. I don't get it.
On that note, right now, if you're viewing on Facebook, put in the comments, yes or no, do you agree that most women don't like sharing their age?
It doesn't matter the age. Like in their 20s, in their 30s, 40s.
Really?
Yeah, everybody is just so, that's like a taboo topic. You just can't ask a woman her age, or they'll like divert and they might lie about it. It's just like, I don't get it. But
I think that's more of the baby boomers that don't like sharing their age.
I guess, like I said, I just look at it as a blessing. Like you're either here or you're not. So if
Right.
you're here, like enjoy it, be thankful for it, and roll with the punches. Like I don't get it. I'm glad that you don't fit in that category.
Not at all.
Have you ever?
Not at all.
Never.
Ever.
No.
No.
Have you ever told people that you were older than you were when you were younger?
No, I don't
No?
think so. Not that I remember.
Oh, okay.
But maybe so, because when I was younger, I'm sure I went into a bar before I was 21.
I'm sure you did. I'm just agreeing. I'm agreeing with you. What are you
Did you?
I tried to. I remember when I was I was probably like 19. I didn't drink when I was younger. Like I didn't start drinking until I was in college. Because when I was in high school, all my friends drank beer, and I never liked beer.
Yeah, I'm not.
When I was in college, I went to Del State, and it was a whole
Different.
category of drinking down there. So I started drinking. But before I turned 21, I remember I was going to get my cousin Benz. I was going to get his ID and go down the motor vehicle. I was going to get his birth certificate. I was gonna get like a copy of an invoice, like a bill or something. I was, because I just wanted to go. I wanted to be in the clubs, not to drink, but just to party, like with older people. And Ben, he was with it. He was like, "All right, man, here you go, little cuz. Here goes my stuff." But then I got cold feet and I never did it. But yeah, that's probably the only time I really lied about
Ben
mine.
is a little darker than you.
But they didn't. Yeah, he is, but
Oh, but you didn't have to take a photo, anything. You just had to take paperwork.
I don't remember. But I know I could have. I knew a lot of my friends were getting away with it for whatever reason. So I was gonna try to do the same thing.
I'm really surprised that you even considered doing
yeah,
that, because I don't.
Yeah, I was trying to get into the club at probably like 18 or 19. I think I might have been in high school. So I was probably like 18, and definitely when I was at Del State, I was trying to have a fake ID. And again, it wasn't a drink. I just wanted to be able to party with some of the older people who were having a good time. We were always on the outside looking in. I was like, I'm gonna figure out a way to get in here. But then I got cold feet and I didn't do it, so.
Okay.
But yeah, I forgot all about that, honestly, until we just started talking about it. That was funny. I wonder if Ben remembers about that, because he was definitely.
I'm sure he does.
Yeah, he was definitely my partner in crime. He was.
That I can't believe.
Oh man, that was some good times. But so what are we talking about on the show?
So we're gonna talk about a little bit of city council stuff.
All right.
We're gonna talk about real estate. We have some birthday shout outs. We have some community news. What else?
We're going to talk about the funeral home some more.
Oh, yes.
We want to talk about the exciting news that Velda Jones-Potter just announced about her running for mayor.
Yes.
Hopefully she'll be a guest very soon down here with us. And what else? That's it, right?
I think so. We'll
We'll figure it out. So we're going to go right into it, or do you want to take a break?
No, I want to go right into it.
Right into it. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So you want to start off with? Let's talk about you.
Okay.
Yeah, let's do that. Okay.
All right.
And let's talk about you and your real estate
Okay. All right.
entrepreneurship.
All right. Thank you.
So go ahead.
No, go ahead. What was you want to ask me?
So tell me, how long have you been into real estate? How long have you been a realtor?
5 years.
5 years?
Yes.
What made you want to do it?
Because at one time I was in property management.
Oh yeah, that's
The
right.
other thing is that, I don't know, I feel like I'm a concierge. Everyone's always calling me about everything. So I would get a lot of calls on helping people try to find an apartment or try to find a house. I'm like, wait a minute now. Like, I'm doing
as well
all of
get
this
paid
for
for it,
free.
right?
I might as well, benefit, so it could be a win-win situation.
Okay.
So I decided to become a realtor, took the class, and then I studied for the test. And I want to share this with people, because a lot of times, and this is just to encourage someone, that it took me a few tries to even pass the test. But I was determined not to. Well, I almost gave up, but I know Gundy is the one that was like, try one more time, one more time. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna try it this time. And I took the last test in Philadelphia, because you can take the test in Delaware and Philadelphia.
Okay.
And when I went to Philadelphia, the atmosphere was so much different. The lady that greeted you was like, come on, y'all got this. You know, she was pepping us up. So I was like, it made a big difference. Because where I went the first time, because they got to pat you down, make sure you don't have, anything. Trying to cheat. But it was just how they handled it there, and I passed. So.
And that's why it's important to have positive people like in your circle.
Yes.
Because just think if Gundy weren't that positive influence on you, said if he were just like, you know what, try something else.
Right,
like
that ain't for you.
Right. So that's why like your circle is really important.
Yes. So yeah,
I'm
grateful for that.
So tell me about like the process of becoming a realtor. So you said you had to study, you had to take a test.
Well, first you have to take classes.
Okay.
And it was a real estate school. And so after that, you get a certificate that you pass that. So I did pass that the first time.
That was online, or was it a
No, this was
class?
in person at this particular time. But I know after COVID started, they started doing the Zoom ones. But mine was in person. And after I got my certificate, you have like 365 days, or I forget how many days, before you have to take the state and the national. And then once you get that, just every 2 years, I have to renew my license.
So why should people, of course we want people to always call Waynna, but why should they have a realtor involved in the first place.
Okay, so to me, one of the important things is that I have their interests at heart. A lot of times people go online to try to find houses on their own, and I'm just gonna call it out, Zillow, lies, like all of those things that people go to, they're not really the truth, so.
Oh yeah?
No.
Are you allowed to talk about like some, not like specific
I
examples?
can give an example, yeah. So I will have a client that says, oh, I want this house. And then when I go to look for the house sold like 2 years ago. So the house really not even available. And then the price that they say is not the real price. So that's the importance of having a realtor. When you give me a call and you choose me as your realtor, I will ask, all of their needs and do my best to find it. And a lot of people think it's like HGTV, those things like is so much like easy. I want to say, you know how they give you 3 options and none of those options have all of your choices.
Okay. I got you.
I do my best to try to find all of their wishes. Might not be able to do it, but get as close as possible to it as I can.
So how's the housing market now? I know last couple of years, it's really been like a seller's market. Is that still the case, or are things slowing down?
It's shifting.
Is it?
Yeah. So it's a good time to buy and it's a good time to sell, to be honest with you. Another thing I want to encourage people is to not allow the interest rates to discourage you. During COVID time, we were kind of spoiled. The rates went down, but now they're going back to where they used to be. However, as of yesterday, the rates are, going down a little bit because of issues that a particular bank had. So interest rates are going down. So
what about the person out there that is concerned about their credit? Can you help them get their credit up?
So so I have a team of people that can assist with credit, mortgage lenders. So I have a team that will help. I don't personally do credit, but I have somebody that is on my team that will assist them. So even if your credit score isn't all you think is not that good, you can still give me a call. We can have the mortgage lender run your credit. The good thing about it is that they will share with the client what they need to do, to get to where they need to go. So.
Okay, so if somebody calls you up, Wayne, and says, hey, I want to sell a house, or I'm looking for a house, what happens first?
We'll have a consultation together, either at my office or at their home. Okay. And just go over their home. I will share with them, what the market is saying that they can get for their home. Give them ideas of how to get a better price if they do certain things like touch-up paint or things of that sort.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, and then once the process is over, what happens?
You mean after settlement? After settlement, we celebrate, but I have a lot of clients that I feel like we become like good friends. So I check on my clients periodically. They call me, they refer people. So I always try to have a good rapport with my clients.
What company are you with?
I'm with EXP Realty.
Okay. Oh, shout out to Teresa Fairley. She said you got her involved.
Oh, yeah. That's my girl.
Yeah, she said you got her involved in it.
Yes, I did. She gave me a call saying she wanted to get into it, so encouraged her to go to class. She went to class. She passed her test, and then she came underneath of me at EXP Realty.
Okay.
Yeah, she's a wonderful person.
Yeah, she is. We went to Del State together.
Oh.
I was talking to her last week, and she asked me something, and I mentioned you, and then she was like, "Oh yeah, Waynna, I'm under Waynna. I work with Waynna." I was like, "Oh, it's a small world." Yeah. I didn't know that. So if people want to get into the real estate business, they can also give you a call.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep. So please give me a call if you're interested in becoming a realtor, or if you want to buy a house or sell your house. Please give me a call at 302-521-7325. Or you can email me at homes, HOMES, at waynasworld.com. And we'll put that up on the screen for you.
You know, I was talking to Teresa about some of her concerns with, this is kind of what's that word I'm looking for? Like going from one subject to the next one.
Transition?
Yeah, transitioning. See that? This is transitioning from.
I was like, I feel like.
This is transitioning from you know your real estate business to the next subject we want to talk about, which is residency. So I was talking to Teresa about that, and she was so. Right now, the city of Wilmington has, if you want to work with the city of Wilmington, you have to live within city limits. So it's really important that it has to be within city limits, not Wilmington, because
a lot of people think Wilmington is Wilmington, but Kirkwood Highway is Wilmington.
It's Wilmington
but
technically, but it's not within city limits. So you have to live within city limits for at least 4 or 5 years. And then if you want to, you can move.
Okay.
It used to be, I think it used, like years and maybe decades ago, it used to be a lot longer than that. I think it was like maybe for the whole time that you worked for the city, you had to live in the city. And I can see the benefits of it. I can see the intent behind it. But as time has progressed, like that time requirement has gotten less and less. Right now it's at 5. So right now, City Council and the administration, we are talking about just having a conversation about eliminating the city residency requirement.
Altogether.
Altogether. For a few reasons, because it's just really competitive. This is definitely an employees market. So employees can really kind of pick and choose where they want to work now. And to stay competitive, Wilmington really needs to relax. I think that we really need to relax our city residency requirement. There are a lot of, when I say a lot, close to 100 vacancies within the city. We don't want to impact services that we provide to our constituents. Because you figure somebody can also go work for the county, and their requirements, you have to live in the county, which is a bigger area where they can live. And it's really hard to ask someone who doesn't currently live in the city to move their family in the city, change schools, just kind of uproot them for a 5-year requirement. Like, I don't think that it really,
to move a few miles from where they are.
Right. Yeah. So, and I don't think that it really makes much sense anymore. I think we're in different times. And like I said, like we're losing people who just don't want to live in the city for whatever reason. So I think in order to remain competitive, we really have to have a serious conversation. But I want to get people's feedback on why they think that it should stay. Again, it's only I could see if it were still like 20 years, it would make more sense. But it's only for 5 years.
Right.
And to ask someone again just to uproot their entire family and live in the city for 5 years, I don't know if we're getting like the best bang for our buck.
Right. So a person can come up. Well, technically, they could apply not knowing that you had to be in the city, be highly qualified for that position, but yet because they don't live in the city limits of Wilmington, they can't get the job.
Yeah, and no matter how much the administration has tried to communicate that with people, because in their minds they're thinking, I live in Wilmington.
Right.
And then they apply, and then they're a great candidate, and then it's like, oh, no, you have to live in the city limits. It's like, okay, I can't do that because it just doesn't make sense for me, like financially. Doesn't make sense for my family.
Right.
Like the police department is having a really hard time trying to recruit. Policing in general just isn't the most favorable job right now.
Right.
So in order to be able to attract qualified applicants who really want to come here and be police officers, I really think we have to relax it because it's just not working for us. People can go to work for the county, they can work for the state. But some people just want to work for Wilmington Police Department for whatever reason, because they all have different policing strategies or policies. And some people just they want to work here, they want to be police officers, but they live outside of the city. So I just think for those and so many other different reasons, we really need to, I think we need to relax it. Not everybody it's something that has to be voted for in council. Not everybody is on the same page. Some council members really just want some more information so they can make a better decision, and I understand that. So I did introduce that legislation, but I'm gonna hold it just so council members can have a better chance just to understand it better and the administration can really do their job in explaining to council members and to the community like what it really is and why we really need it.
So you say explain to me, it's elementary.
I think so.
Yeah. So
But people do have council members do have valid concerns. People who live here, people who work here, they do have valid concerns. And I always like to have everybody in the room. So if you and I are talking, and if you and I agree on a subject,
which
it
we
makes
don't
sense.
always agree.
Right, but it makes sense because it's just
Right.
you and I talking. But if
Right.
someone is also sitting next to us that doesn't agree, I think they can bring some relevant information to the subject. So I always want to have as many people in the room on both sides, just so I
Right.
can make the best decision. But from what I've heard and what has been explained to me, I just think that it makes sense for us to eliminate it. For the reasons that I just talked about, and for a few, I'm not the expert on it.
Right.
Charlotte Barnes, she's in HR, she's the head of HR, she's an expert, she can really break it down and why it's really necessary.
So she'll be in the room with you?
Oh yeah, she'll be in the room with us to explain to council members why we should consider it. She will be, other heads of departments will be, because they're really struggling to fill the vacancies and to provide the kind of quality services that we pay for people who live in the city. So hopefully, like we'll see, we'll probably know in about a month or so which way we're going to go.
How long will it take?
Yeah, so right now we're going up to, we're going to head into the budget season, so we don't really want to talk about it right now. We just want to focus on the budget. But then in May, once the budget season is over, we'll have an opportunity to come and talk about it. So I really want the community to show up to those meetings because it's really important. It's one thing to hear from council members, but to me, it's just a totally different dynamic when you hear from people who it's going to affect, people who we represent. You know what I mean? So I'll definitely make sure that we talk about those dates when that's going to be on the agenda. So you can either come to council chambers, you can Zoom in, you can always do it virtually, but it's really important that we hear from you all about how you feel about the residency requirement in our city.
And because I love technology, in the comments, if you are viewing live on Facebook right now, please put you agree or you disagree.
And put why. That's important too,
Yeah.
like to put why you disagree or agree. Because again, it helps me to make just a better
So
decision.
that'd be good.
Yeah.
Especially, well, no, everybody. It's good to hear from those that live in the city and those that do not live in the city. Okay.
Yeah, because some people may want to work in the city, but they just
Right.
don't want to move in the city.
Right.
And especially move in the city for 5 years. And right now you have people who try to get it, who go around the requirement by getting apartments and living with each other because they want to work here and they want to serve, but they don't want to uproot their family.
Right.
So I just think I think it makes sense for us to eliminate it, but I'm definitely open for the conversation.
Okay. All right.
All right. So they're telling us that we should take a quick break.
Okay.
So we're gonna,
they like take a break
all
now.
right. So we're gonna come back. So I just mentioned the budget season, so I'm gonna talk
Yes.
about that just for a little bit.
Okay.
So because I want to get people's feedback and I want people to be engaged while council is going through our budget season, and then we'll come back and talk about what else. What else was on the agenda?
We'll figure it out.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. I know it's funny because Waynna and I have always just like winged it, since we've been doing this together. But now they want structure. Like, what are you guys gonna talk about? When are you gonna talk about it? How long are you gonna talk about it?
Right.
We're like,
We want to talk to
like what? I don't even know what that means.
It's foreign to us.
But we are open to be
Yeah.
coached. Yeah,
Yes.
we're open to be coached,
Yes.
and we want this to be the best presentation that we can give.
Right.
So
And when we come back, we're going to be
Right.
more energized,
Right,
too.
we are.
Because
I
I know Michelle is like,
I know. I'm dragging. Wayne's dragging. I don't know why I'm dragging. I don't know. Why you dragging?
I told you why. Because technically, y'all, it's really, what day is this?
It's Friday.
This is Friday, and it's 10 o'clock in the morning. I'm still a little tired.
That's what it is. I don't know why I am, but hopefully, yeah. Usually we record a little bit later, so we have a little bit more time to get some energy.
Right.
But as you can see, we're getting a little better. So I know Michelle is over there smiling. Is she smiling?
I don't even want to look at her.
Probably not. But we're going to take a really quick break, and we'll be right back.
DETV has been Delaware's premium provider of creative digital and broadcasting solutions that bridges communities and connects people. We create great stories for all audiences. We deliver independent news throughout Delaware. We are digital platform innovators. And we develop marketing and sales solutions so you can stay connected to your audience. Now, why do we do what we do here on DETV? We do it because we care. So, keep watching and follow us on all of our social media platforms. Remember, DETV, online, on air, on time.
Every issue that you care about,
Every issue that I care about.
And every issue that affects our daily lives is impacted by one simple action:
A vote. As the Delaware Voting Rights Coalition,
we stand ready to protect and expand access to voting.
Because our communities deserve a democracy that works for all of us.
learn more and join us at aclu-de.org/DVRC.
Government doesn't make a move without an agenda, some type of plan. The problem is we haven't been on the agenda. Sometimes we're overlooked. Sometimes our interests aren't the interest of those in power. I'm your host, Kerwin Gaines, on DETV's new show, The Agenda. We're going to do our best to ensure that you, Delawareans, are knowledgeable about what's going on in the Assembly. Federal government, local government, it doesn't matter. We're going to do our best to ensure that folks that make the agenda on a daily basis have to answer for it. Let them explain what they're doing. If it affects you, it's on the agenda.
Welcome back to the Congo Hour. I hope that you're really enjoying the show. Please let someone know, a friend, family, give them a call, tag them, let them know to tune into the Congo Hour. We are so excited to be back in your homes, and we want to appreciate all of the love that we've been getting so far. Trippi, we even had someone streaming last week from Alabama.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. So, again, shout out to DTV
Yes.
for making it happen.
Yes.
Just for, not only for the city of Wilmington, we know that Big Ive and his crew, they love the city of Wilmington.
Yes.
But he just thinks outside the box.
Yes.
And everybody, I thought he was crazy when he first, was pitching what he wanted to do. I didn't see the vision, but he knew what it was, and look at him now.
Yeah.
So definitely happy for
Yes,
him.
I know the
You know?
set, like
Right.
everything is like
Right.
so, so nice.
Like I didn't see when he was like, yeah, I want to stream it. I want people down in Dover and Lower Delaware to be able to see it. I just want people all over to be able to see, what the city of Wilmington has to offer. And I wasn't probably the only one who didn't see his vision, but thank goodness for his vision.
Yeah.
So again, yeah.
Out of the box.
Yeah, thinking out of the box, and now he's just over there basking in glory.
Right. So imagine if he didn't have the vision.
Right.
The person in Alabama wouldn't be able to see it. The person
Right.
in Atlanta the first week. So yeah. So I would love to. I want to know. So please, let us know where you are watching from,
yeah, that's
so
a
we
good
can
point.
try to figure out who's the furthest away, and maybe, I don't know, in a few months we can send them a gift or something for.
Okay. Oh
for
yeah, let's
2
do
minutes.
that. Let's make that happen.
Yeah.
What kind of gift?
I don't know. I don't know. We'll figure it out, but
Like a gift card or something like that?
that'd be nice.
They gotta prove it too, because somebody might be like, yeah, they gotta be able to prove where they are. Those people.
Oh, now they're gonna be like, I'm in Alaska.
right. So yeah, we need to see we need to see a bill or something.
And not your cousin Ben's information that
Right,
you
right.
was going to use. Okay.
Right. So yeah, we definitely
Did
thank
you say a
everyone.
bill?
Something, something that says that what her address is. We gotta know.
You know, right now,
if we give it up.
we need a picture of their driver's license.
Yeah, something. But that's a great idea, though, just to let people know that we appreciate them,
Yes.
honestly, for just tuning in.
Because as your dad say, people don't care what you know until they know that you care.
Right. So that's very important.
Yeah.
So just kind of wrapping up city council business, I wanted to talk about the budget. I mentioned that last segment. So right now we are heading into our budget season, and it's where council and the public, I really want to stress that part. So as council and you have the opportunity to ask questions to each department in the city about their budget, why they're allocating money towards different line items. So it's really, again, council members, we do it, but it's just so, I think it does so much more for the process when the community is involved. And when the community especially shows up. You can do it virtually, but if you're able to come to a budget hearing and just look at us in the eye and look at those hidden departments in the eye and question them, not really to criticize all the time, but just to question it, because you just want to know, because at the end of the day, it's their money.
Yes.
That's paying for all of these different city
That
services.
part right there.
Right.
Yeah.
And you have the right to question, to criticize, to comment, just to show up. We really need you to show up. So next week I will give the breakdown of when those budget hearings.
Okay.
Or if you want to know, you can always call our city council office at 302-576-2140. 302-576-2140. You can find out when the different hearings are that you may be interested in.
Okay. And I know sometimes, a lot of times, people come to throw things. I don't know why. I guess the older I get now, it's like I want people to come with solutions as well.
Right.
Like, I
Very
don't like
important.
this, but this would be better.
Right.
So yeah,
Right.
solution driven.
Yeah, that's important too. But again, we signed up for this job, so, and if you have given solutions and you haven't really been heard, come through. So
Amen.
sometimes it takes a throw or two to get people's attention.
Yeah.
So whatever.
Oh, and I'm not saying not come
No, I
at
get
you,
it.
but I'm saying come
Right.
at you, but say this is what I
this is
prefer.
what-
or-
But I know
yeah.
sometimes people have done that and they get frustrated because nobody's really paying attention, and they don't think anybody's really, just listening to what they're suggesting. So suggesting. So it's important that as elected officials that we're able to take the good and the bad.
Right.
So that's really important that we're able to do that and not take it personally, but just look at it from hopefully a different lens and be able to have the conversation around just providing better city services. So that's really important. So again, please call the city council office at 302-576-2140. So last week, Waynna, we said that we were going to have our team on here.
Yeah, I was really looking
I
forward
know,
to
me
it
too,
as
and
well.
they were too. But as you know, we are pre-recording, and we're really busy today.
Yes.
So we couldn't have
Not
the
just
staff.
today, all week.
Yeah, so we really couldn't have the staff come down and just kind of share and introduce themselves to you and say hi, and that they're still with us. We have some new team members But we really want to do that as soon as possible when we have some time. We're probably not going to do the entire staff. We're probably going to break them down to different groups.
Okay.
But that's something that they're looking forward to, that we're looking forward to, that my parents and my sister are looking forward to. We got to get my dad down here too. I told him that we were coming down to record. He tried to say I never told him. Since this is the third week, he said he had no idea when we were recording. I said, I couldn't say too much. He's still my dad.
Right. You just like,
But,
okay.
Yeah, I was like, all right, yes, sir. Sorry. No,
We
but
got to do a sign.
yeah, we got to do something. But people are really looking forward to Sammy's Corner. So next week, we got to make sure that he's here. I don't know what we got to do, but we have to make sure that my dad is here, not only for his sake, but for the community's sake, because they really enjoy his words of wisdom.
Yes.
And the way he just is able to have a conversation about relevant topics is, to me, it's really amazing. I like sitting back and sometimes just watching them and listening to them, or sometimes even being a part of the conversation, because it helps me to learn, helps me to be a better person.
Yes.
Yeah. So
he has great nuggets.
he does. He does. And it's not only that he has great knowledge, but he's able to express it. And he's able to communicate that to people in a way where they get it.
Right.
You know, so
most definitely.
next week, I know Dad is watching. So, and speaking of Mom and Dad, they are having a party next Saturday.
Yes.
At the Congo.
April 8th.
April the 8th at the Congo Legacy Center. They're having a joint birthday party. So my mom's birthday is, get a piece of paper and a pen out, y'all, because I'm going to give you their phone number so you can call them on their birthday. So my mom's birthday is April the 2nd.
Yes.
She's going to be 81.
I can't believe it.
I know. And my dad's birthday is...
And wait.
Yes.
So there you go. Is she okay with you?
Oh, yeah, she's one of them.
See?
I didn't say all women. I said a lot of women.
Right.
A lot of women don't.
Right.
Yeah,
but your mom don't even look like she's 81.
Once you get to that era, that golden era, I think women really embrace it.
Yeah.
So, yeah, she's going to be 81. My dad's going to be 85 on April the 8th. That's the day of the actual party.
Yes.
And it was actually my mom's idea to have a joint. Because last year we celebrated their birthday separately, remember?
Yes.
So she was like, let's just do it together this year. It makes more sense. I was like, all right, you want it on your birthday or his birthday? She said, have it on your dad's birthday. So that's why we're having it on Saturday, April the 8th. It's at the Congo Legacy Center on 28th and Madison Street at 6 o'clock. And again, everybody is welcome. It's a family affair. Children are welcome, but just make sure you're watching over them. You know what I mean? So it's not strictly 21 and up. Because again, they realize the impact that they have had on people, and they just want people to have no barriers that want to come and just help them celebrate. So again, it's not like a babysitting service, but if your kids are coming, don't just drop your kids off.
You got that.
Don't drop your kids off. You
gotta say hi to them. I'll be back.
I'll be back. Don't do that, but families are welcome. Everybody is welcome. It's a relaxed dress code. We're just going to be dancing and having fun and singing happy birthday and eating. And it's going to be a really great time. They would love for you to join them this Saturday, April the 8th, at the Congo Legacy Center on 28th and Madison Street from 6 to 10.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah. Trippi, if I may, just speaking of your mom and dad, they were the ones that really got me interested in being a part of the funeral home. So back in the early 80s, when my stepfather passed away and Congos did the service, and I saw just the care that they gave. I talked to your mom, I'm like, I want to come work here. So that's how I got started.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Okay, I never knew that.
Yeah.
And I guess that's something that they have always prided themselves on and instilled in my sister and I, and especially in the staff, like the importance of, above anything else, just people knowing that we care.
Yes.
Sometimes people aren't prepared for a funeral service, financially, emotionally. Sometimes they just have so many different issues going on. And we just want people to know, and I think that's just been a staple of my parents, that above anything else, that we care.
Right.
That we're gonna help you through this situation, this time in your life, like the worst time in your life.
Right.
And that we consider it an honor and that if you have money to pay for a funeral, if you don't have money to pay for a funeral, whatever part of that service that you need help with, like, we're going to help you through it.
Yeah. And the other thing that I really loved is that no matter what price or what package that a family goes with, to me, like, you can't tell. No one else knows but the funeral home staff that did it, but the public will never
we're still going to have
be
a
able
full
to tell.
staff. We're still going to have it in the best facility that we can. We're not going to take any shortcuts, because my parents had very humble beginnings, and they didn't forget that.
Right.
And they realized that without the community, where would we be? So they had just instilled that into my sister, into me, and into the staff. And that's why I really want the staff to be able to talk to you all about, why they are so proud to work at the Congo Funeral Home, because it's way more than just a job.
Right.
It's really a calling.
Yes.
Everybody isn't suited for it. That's when it can get kind of awkward, because people see us in the nice cars. They see us dressed up and they say, that's what I want to do.
Right.
But that is like 0% of it. You know, it's not, I guess to me, I've been doing it all my life. It's not hard work, but it's a lot of hours. It's a lot of compassion. So we just pride ourselves into even having a staff that's always been compassionate.
Yes.
That's always understood their role in helping the family to this very, very dark time in their life. And we're always looking for new people who want to be a part of a team that wants to help people.
Yes.
Again, if you just want to dress up, or if you just want to come on to Congo Hours, come on to Congo Hour, but you might not be right for the Congo Funeral Home.
Right.
But yeah, we're always looking for people who kind of fit into our team. That my parents have just been able to keep going and evolving and making better and just staying up with the latest technology, and but at the core of everything, just having good people who understand why they're there.
Yeah. So if you're watching and you are someone that is the type person that Trippi and I just described, send us your resume to Congo Funeral Home, all one word, at AOL.com. And I'm laughing because we do got to change the AOL.
I know.
AOL is like.
Every time I give that out, I'm like, oh, I got to say
that
AOL
was a
again.
long time
That's my mom's email.
I know.
She's not trying to let it go.
She ain't going to let it go. But maybe we can do Congo Funeral Home at gmail.com or something. But when I say AOL, I'm thinking about you got mail.
Yeah. Sometimes people call like AOL, y'all still got, that's my mom's though, so.
But even if, let's say this, if you don't have, some people watching may not have access to a computer to send the resume, so you can, is it okay for them to drop it off at the?
Yeah, you can drop it off. The address is 2904 West 2nd Street. Again, that's 2904 West 2nd. So the funeral home is on one side, but you want to go to the brown stone house, has a burgundy canopy. That's where you can drop off your resume. And honestly, we've never really gone by resumes. We go by the feeling that we get from the person.
Right.
Because somebody can be great on paper, or they can be terrible on paper.
Yes.
So but the feeling that you get when you have that conversation, that's what we go with.
Yeah, that's very true.
We appreciate people who may have experience, who may have experience in different funeral home related businesses, but really we just have to get a feel for the person.
That's very good, Trippi, to bring up, because that's really important, because people might say, oh, my resume might not look good, but that
it's all about your heart. It's about your heart and your ability to be humble. It's about your ability to work with people, your ability to be extremely confidential, because what we see a lot of. We see a lot, and we're helping people families who may not always be getting along, who may not have the funding, but we can never talk about it. We don't even like talking about it with amongst ourselves, because it doesn't matter.
Right.
It's funny because people always ask me, how did this person pass away?
Me too.
How did this person pass away? I'm like, I don't know.
Right.
And sometimes I don't, because it's to me, it doesn't matter.
We're not looking
at
it
doesn't matter why they passed away. I'm looking at it because I have to sign it, but it's not that's not why we're here.
Right.
We're here to help this family through this process.
Right.
So at the end of the day, how much the funeral was, how they died, the dynamics of the family doesn't even matter. We just got to be able to help this family. So at the end of the day, and it's a great feeling, Waynna, and you know, like when you help a family, and months, maybe sometimes even years later,
yes,
they run into you,
yes,
and it's like, oh my goodness, thank you so much. Like that is the number one feeling in the world, just to know that again that you help somebody during the worst point of their lives.
You know, I'm thinking about, you know, my girl Marty, Spanish.
Oh,
Marty.
yes. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so we laughed.
She's probably watching too.
She probably,
shout out to Marty.
Years ago, when her brother passed away, and her family came, and I was in there with them, helping with the arrangement. They like ate up all the cookies, so that's our joke. Like they like Congo cookies. So.
Yeah, she's definitely watching because she gave us a shout out. She gave me a shout out. She was like, "Great job! I'm glad you guys are back." So shout out to Marty and your mom and your dad,
family,
your family. Yeah, they've always been great supporters of the funeral home.
Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah, but that's something else that people who bilingual, people who want to work at the funeral home, please just call us 652-8887. Again, our number is 652-8887. And again,
do that in Spanish. Because you do speak Spanish.
652-8887. Si tú puedes llamarlo, si tú quieres trabajar con nosotros. Don't try to test me. Don't try to test me.
Know what you say?
I said, you can call us if you want to work with us.
Okay.
Okay.
And then
That's
just quieta agua.
No.
May have water.
Cut. I don't know what the sign is for cut down here, but we want to edit that part out.
I know a little bit of Spanish.
Would you say that again?
Quieta agua.
No. You said agua right though. Quieta? No. Quiero.
Quiero.
No. You have to roll the R. Quiero.
See, that's okay. On that note,
Quiero agua.
when I was 9 years old, a family friend, Gladys Martinez, at 9 o'clock on Saturday mornings, me and another young girl named Jocelyn was going to Spanish class.
Okay.
I couldn't roll my tongue, so I got frustrated. But I wish I stayed in it because Jocelyn speaks fluent Spanish. I'm like, I know a little maestra, teacher. Did I say it right?
No, you didn't. So just stop.
Say it right. Say it for me.
Maestro.
Maestro.
Or maestra.
Whatever, Trippi.
You
Showing off.
see, yo sé.
What's
You know?
that? What
If
you
I know,
say?
I know. So yeah, just call us at the funeral home, 652-8887. We would love to have you a part of our team.
Yes.
If you, just have a caring heart and can work with people and just want to do right by families who need us.
Yes.
So it's definitely an honor. So again, we want to thank all the families who have trusted in us. It is really an honor just to serve you, and we really become family. So that's just they start inviting you over to like barbecues and different family functions. That's when we know that we're doing the right thing. So we appreciate you, and thank you so much just for trusting in us.
Yes.
So I don't think we have too much more time, but I know we have some community news.
Yes, let me grab my phone
We have
real
some
quick.
birthday shout outs. I want to say happy belated birthday to Councilwoman Michelle Harley.
Okay.
She texted me last week. I think that she thought that we were on air because she was like, hey, say happy birthday to me. but her birthday was I can't remember. I think the
happy
14th.
belated birthday.
I think it was March the 14th. Councilwoman Michelle Harley celebrated her birthday. Councilwoman Maria Cabrera, she celebrated her birthday a couple of weeks ago. I can't remember the exact day. Again, happy birthday in advance to my parents.
Okay. All right. So we have Miss Pat reminded us that it would have been Uncle Clarence's birthday on the 30th of March. So all of these are belated birthdays. We have Renee Robinson, who was March the 22nd. Priest Tyre was March 24th. He goes by Priest Tyre now. Okay, so March 25th. Lady Curry's was March 25th. Cousin D. Cephas was March 25th. My friend Famous Amos was March 28th. And Elosha Anderson was March 28th as well. So those are the birthday shout outs. My Pop-Pop's birthday will be, April the 5th.
Okay.
But we celebrated it yesterday, Saturday.
all right.
He turned 93 years young, so
Okay.
yeah.
All right. Happy birthday to everyone who is celebrating a birthday. Do you have some community news?
I do. Let me
Waynna?
get to that real quick.
All right.
Technology.
And again, if
they
you ever
have-
want to be a part of the Congo Hour, you can just go through our Facebook page, and Waynna will get your message and get back with you. Right? That's the best. That's the best route, to go through the Congo Hour page.
Yeah,
still.
yes, or text me, because I like everything in writing. Text me 302-521-7325. And just be patient, because I'm not sure when we're going to start having guests on.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
So real quickly, because I don't know how much time we have.
Like 2 minutes.
Oh, okay. Gospel concert fundraiser for Sherry Dorsey Walker, which will be Saturday, April 22nd from 2 to 4 p.m. And it's going to be held at Ezon Fair Baptist Church. Tickets are $25. And, okay, I believe it's on Event. It is on Eventbrite. So go to Eventbrite for Sherry Dorsey Walker, and it's going to be at Ezon Fair Baptist Church, Saturday, April 22nd, from 2 to 4. We'll also put the information on our Facebook page. We have the Grand Opera is having Priest Tayer Productions, The Entanglement, the play, Saturday, May 13th at 8 o'clock and Sunday, May 14th at 5 o'clock. For tickets, you can call 302-652-5577. That's 302-652-5577. Someone else sent me one, however, it doesn't have a contact phone number, so I have to get that from them. So that's it for that, because we gotta
wrap up?
That was fast.
Okay, it was. Time flies when you're having fun, right? But I know we're not going to have guests too soon, but I really do want to have the Student of the Week soon. Even though we can't do it we're not going to have the same format, but I really want to try to acknowledge some students who have always done great in school, who are doing better in school. So within the next couple of weeks, we're going to we'll have our Student of the Week.
Okay, sounds great.
All right.
All right.
All right, well, thank you again. Thanks for tuning in. We appreciate the love and the support and the feedback. And Waynna?
What, take us out?
Yes.
All right. So I pray that this week is the best week of your life. Please make sure that you share with us in the comments anything that you have to say about the show. We thank you so very much for watching, and good night.
All right, good night. We'll see you next Sunday.